It's going to be kind of arts-based area, so like a mix between that and like the community, and maybe changing every now and then.
And there's gonna be like, oh yeah, the theme of sort of water and stuff, and art all mixed together.
Yeah.
Pond.
The blue paper is nice.
We're here doing a market with, have you still got solar powered patio gears?
I think so.
Yeah, putting them somewhere.
I think it'd be really interesting, and I think it'd be really nice to have like a place like right in the centre of town, which is just like, I don't know, it's really different.
We wanted to have some kind of place to sit and relax where you can view Arthur's Seat. We've got the image here of a drawing of Arthur's Seat. And just a place where you can, just sit and relax and eat something, you know.
Just to make it a place where everyone can go.
Everyone can come and have fun and enjoy themselves and relax.
Well, it's really good just to go and like see the area, but I want to improve it as well for the local community, and people can go and visit it because it's a not very well used space. I mean, the cars use it and things, but I think it'd be better if pedestrians could use it as well.
On water was one thing, wasn't it?
Basically, we're going to each present just like previously. Just get your ideas out there.
Basically, we were just like thinking of a few ideas. One, like the theme of water, so we're thinking of having a pond or something, like a bit of a stream in the middle, and like glass over it, and like goldfish under here. And then we were thinking of having a bit of a shelter there, so this is sort of representing a type of shelter, like a glass shelter with like benches underneath and sort of like fountains coming out.
It was kind of about a blending of arts and the community. So we were thinking about having a kind of building that could maybe open up. It could be a coffee shop, but open up to become a kind of art gallery or a showcase or something.
Road to London, that road was to London, so we were thinking like that's the historic thing, and then make it a neon sign, so it's like history and then made modern.
We also talked about digital images and putting them onto water, or creating connections from the different buildings. They might have laser beams that meet in the sky at night, or meet in the centre point.
Because there's two churches and a mosque around that area, so we're thinking of getting like laser beams and putting them all in the sky, so it's like the merging of all the religions.
One of the strongest ideas that came through when we were kind of brainstorming was the concept of it being like a venue, and that, so we've got the big kind of red cylinder thing that's representing like a stage, like a circular stage right bang in the middle. So it's like always changing, so it could be like music throughout the day. You could even have like kind of mini concerts like at night or whatever, and then we've got like loads of kind of seating around it, and have light like installations like on like all the roofs, so have like cool lighting effects and stuff like that to brighten up a bit.
And also we thought the cobbles gave it quite a character and quite authentic as well.
And like alleyway, before you come to the crossway thing, that we could have like a canopy with solar heated things on the top of it.
Turn this into something like a street with a roof almost. And in that area, we were thinking about having some sort of a market / sort of art exhibition venue. By doing that, we came up with these ideas for like market stalls, which could then fold out and fold in to be these art exhibitions out of panels, and they could like fold in and out of different areas and shapes, so you get all these different kind of routes through this area here.
Yeah, I'm just sort of fun here, having little panels fold out, but also you're sort of almost connecting Nicholas to the Causey as well, sort of it's like creating a sort of thoroughfare for people to move through.
Because that was one of the main features that we really liked when we were there, just like how open it was, so we didn't want to cover it over at all, just nice, open and like outdoor space that we wanted to keep.
We've got loads of kind of high buildings around it, and we think maybe if we put shelters in it, it might make it a bit claustrophobic.
Yeah. We really wanted to make this like a performance kind of place, but not like an actual like set, like this is the stage and stuff. We wanted to slightly just like, I don't know if you can see, but we slightly like made a slope just to try and hint to people like that is where the performance would be, and then this would be an area where people could watch and stuff.
There's a sort of area with turf on it for little kids to play around, and it's kind of situated in front of the bar area.
But we also thought that it should kind of vary throughout the year.
So in the summer it'd be a nice like open place where like there might be fountains and stuff for people to go around and play, but in the winter it could kind of be like lit up and be a nice place for people to go, so throughout the year it would change.
Yeah, the idea of the fountain, we really wanted to incorporate that. Firstly because like I can't think of any like actual really nice fountains like you get in foreign countries where like people would actually go and like sit around the fountain and just chill there. It's like a place to go, and we wanted to have something that drives people to our place, so just like a fountain. And also we wanted to take that back into the history, to relate it to that stable, to the horse drinking out the water hole. Look at it, but try and reinterpret that watering hole and try and make a new like modern and really cool fountain that people come, and it could be like renowned to like go and see this fountain in Edinburgh somehow, just like a really nice meeting place.
I suppose one of the first things we sort of really considered and made a decision on was continuing the cobbles of the small walkway right out to the road again, so to create a sort of definition to the cars that when they approach here they're going to have to slow down, they're going to have to pass through it a little more slowly, therefore making the area a little safer. We then sort of looked at maybe the idea if we could reopen sort of the language between the two churches. They're basically up facing each other, and looking at maybe creating a pathway or a walkway in some form.
This road would still be kept as access for the street of the church and things, but the cars wouldn't really cross between the main street and the side street. It was very important to reinstate a water feature or a fountain or some kind of pool to the area, because it had been that where it started off at.
Towards Arthur's Seat, which is this sort of here, and maybe sort of coming using the area, sort of redefine that and frame that as quite maybe a nice sort of focal frame.
And kind of screening the cars and the noise that's coming from the main road. So we talked about using trees and kind of hedges to do that.
One of the things we're looking at is just kind of turfing the whole area and sort of framing views within the site. So there's this great view here to Arthur's Seat. So we're thinking of kind of putting different frames in so the public can come in and instantly see a certain vantage point. This church here, and it doesn't have much of a function anymore, so I was thinking that maybe it could be illuminated with lights and colours and kind of projections.
We've also thought like we should plant more trees around.
And so we thought about having sort of different levels, sort of relating to like different layers of history. So the ground level would be like completely flat, and then this triangular bit here would be sort of raised up one step, so it could also like be used as like seating or whatever.
We thought that we could put lots of lights in so that people can use it at night as well, and also in the lampposts there could be music there so that it makes like an atmosphere.
The zebra crossing was intended to be kind of in line with the Arthur's Seat view here, so you're actually drawing people to walk towards it and walk towards our framed views.
We also had an idea to put a miniature version of Edinburgh right in the middle there, so that if you ever go to that place and you're sort of lost, you don't know where to go, you can just look at the model to see where you can go.
To have a sort of one of those like where you are and like where sort of important landmarks are that you might want to visit and you might want to see.
So that the designers that eventually do the transformation work will be able to get your thoughts and try to take them on board in terms of what eventually happens there.